Hey, Wacker Realtor Centennial. Today we are working on creating door knocking maps so that we can go knock our neighborhood and keep notes like who answered, what we talked about, things like that. So we're going to show you how to do that. So in your MLS, we're going to go to realist, then go over to my search so that we can put in our subdivision name that we're searching. For this video, I'm just going to do a sample of Greenleaf Trails here in Norman. I'm going to select all of these. I'm not going to select Springs because I know that's a different neighborhood. And the whole purpose of this is just to kind of show me in realist to make sure I know the bounds of the neighborhood. Also always put in the city just to make sure I'm not grabbing a different city. If nothing comes up here, make sure your county is selected right. So now I can kind of see, oh, here where the boundaries are supposed to be. What I like to do now is go ahead and draw in my boundary so that I can take out some of these outliers that really shouldn't be in there. I use a polygon tool. And keep in mind when you're drawing a radius in realist, the way to do it is to draw through the houses. You can kind of see in the houses in here. It will count all the houses that the line touches. So you don't want to go outside of these so that you can set a proper boundary and make sure you're getting all the houses you actually want to be getting and not a bunch of areas that you don't want to be. So again, I'm just going through these house lines up here, making sure I hit everything. And then I'm going to close my radius. I'm going to hit search. And again, if I'm building a farm, I can see this is 277 houses. This is about right for my farm, which is great. And I can even take this and clear my search here so I can see where the houses are inside of it. But what I want to do now is talk about building sections. So we always want to door knock in about 50 house sections. So I'm just going to kind of draw a radius around kind of what I would think I would door knock, which I'd go down this street potentially, since all the houses are on one side. Then again, I'm going through the houses as I do this search and closing my circle. I'm gonna do a search right here. I've got 53. That's a really good number for door knocking. So I'm gonna go ahead and create this section so that I can see it. So I'm gonna clear this out. By the way, I could export all of these either as my entire farm or just my section, and I would get a nice list that I can also use for other purposes. So use that for yourself, but this is more in creating the map. So I'm in here and I want to get as close as I can. So I can control plus a little bit and get as close as I can in here to get a real nice map. I'm going to snip tool it and I'm going to keep the road name in here so that I can see it. And I got all my houses that are in this section. And I copy that. Then I'm going to go over here to this farm section template. You could use any Google slide. You guys can create it yourself. And all I did was make this paper size so that I could print it out and have a record of it. And I'm just going to paste in my map, do a little circle here, and make it as big as I can. So now I have this cool printout that I can use when I go door knocking. I can put a little X on the houses that didn't answer. I can put a line out and actually draw, write some text up here. Here's what I talked about with this house. Another thing you can do if this is your farm, you want to keep record of it, you can go in here and actually type the address numbers so that you can keep track of which house is which. It's a really good way if you're going to own a neighborhood to actually print these out. And I'm going to show you one other thing. If I happen to just be door knocking, say, this house because we have a listing there and we're doing an open house and I want to just get a map so I can go door knock it and keep record of everyone I talk to, I can do the same thing. I just come in here with my polygon tool. If this is my house, I'm probably going to do something around here so that I get all these houses. Again, just go through the house. It'll grab it. And I can click search and see how many it is. That's 40. That's a pretty good little door knock for an open house or to let people know about a listing. So I'm going to clear so that I can see my search here. And again, I'm just going to do a quick snip tool, making sure that I have all the street names I need in here. This street name's the same as it is up top, but I'll probably go out just slightly. And then I can snip tool it. Something like that, except I didn't get all my houses in it. So I'm going to start down here so I can actually get them all. Boom, I got all my houses, copy, paste it in here. And then I'm ready to go. I've got a map that I can go door knock with and keep notes. So use these maps for your door knocking so you can be a little more efficient and actually keep records of what you're doing. See you guys in the next quick tip.